Shorty, give me one more chance. Shorty, rock in the chance. Shorty, give me one more chance. Shorty, rock, give me one more chance. Shorty, give me one more chance. Shorty, rock, give me one more chance.
Like that.
Shorty, give me one more chance. Shorty, rock, give me one more chance.
It's your boy Shorty Rock.
Shorty, give me one more chance. Shorty, rock, give me one more chance. Shorty, give me one more chance. Shorty, rock, give me one more chance.
First things first, Shorty Rock. All right, we are back with another episode of the Shorty Rock NYC show. My name is Shorty Rock. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and all over the internet as ShortyRocNYC. You heard? All right. So make sure you download the Khaliseum. You can actually download it as an app if you have an Android device at www.khaliseum.com, or if you have an iPhone, Microsoft phone, or any other type of mobile device or laptop or computer, you can just go to the website at www.thekhaliseum.com. Now, we got a very dope, controversial topic today that we're going to discuss. But before we do that, I'm going to let my co-hosts go ahead and introduce themselves. So, coming all the way from Miami is the beautiful, classic woman.
Hi, thank you. I'm Sandra. I go by Classic Woman. You can find me on IG, Facebook, Classic Woman. And I'm happy to be here today.
All right, that's what's up. And Sandra, you are a professional model, right?
Yes.
So they can book you through Instagram, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So you like
or through my agent. I have an agent.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Go through an agent. You know what I'm saying? Your people got to talk to her people. All right. And then all the way from Tampa, Florida, we got Miss Tiffany. Go ahead and talk to them.
Hey guys, I'm Tiffany Mitchell, also known as She's Unmoved. You can find me on Instagram under She's Unmoved.
All right. That's what it is. And Tiffany, you are an author, right?
That's correct.
That's right. So tell them how they can go get one of your books.
Yes, you can actually find me on Amazon. It's called She's Unmoved by Tiffany Mitchell.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. All right. And then all the way from Miami again, we have Miss Chrissy. Talk to her.
Hey, you guys, it's your girl, Chrissy. You can find me on IG as Chrissy the Model.
All right, that's what it is. And then from Birmingham, Alabama, got the big homie. Talk to him.
Oh, hey, everybody. My name is Ryan. You can find me on Facebook. I'm glad to be here.
All right, that's what it is. And Ryan, you're in a doctorate program, right? Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, what is your doctorate going to be in?
It's in the philosophy of psychology with a concentration in cognition and instruction.
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
Sound like you want to say bean pie, my brother. At the end of it. Well, assalamu alaikum to you too.
Alaikum assalam, my brother.
Hey, that's straight up. All right. So, all right, let's go ahead and jump right into the show. Okay, so today, like I said, we got a controversial topic. This is about a law that just made a certain act of love. It took it from a felony down to a minor infraction, very similar to a traffic ticket now. So it used to be a complete felony. All right. So I want y'all to watch this video. Okay, listen to what's going on, and then I'm gonna introduce what the topic is. Okay.
Since 1935, polygamy has been a felony in Utah. 7 years ago, a federal judge overturned this law in a lawsuit brought by Cody Brown and his wives, but a 3-judge panel later overturned that ruling. The following year, the Utah legislature recriminalized polygamy by passing another law that reaffirmed the felony punishment for people who cohabit and profess to be married. This doubling down of felonizing people for their free speech perpetuated real harm in plural family communities. Their parents and grandparents lived through raids in which men were incarcerated, children were taken and placed with foster families, etc. Being branded as criminals creates a social stigma that makes employment difficult and also enables abusers like Warren Jeffs to prey on victims who are scared to report anything to the government for fear of enforcement of the felony punishment on their family members. To address these concerns, Senator Deidre Henderson agreed to work with us on new legislation to decriminalize consensual polygamy. In an op-ed published earlier this year, she wrote that we need to build trust with plural families so we can work together to address abuse. And that comes through an open hand rather than a closed fist. Together, we advocated for decriminalizing polygamy, taking it from a felony to a mere infraction on par with a speeding ticket. The resulting bill, Senate Bill 102, was supported by various groups, including the statewide Association of Prosecutors, who are elected county attorneys who would be responsible for prosecuting felonies. Their spokesman, who was the defendant in Cody Brown's case, indicated that the felony punishment suppresses and oppresses people in polygamous communities. We agreed, which is why this bill was critical. Allowing people to come out of the shadows and report abuse, get a job, go to school, and be integrated into society has so many benefits that many people were being denied. Others were simply afraid to be a part of a society that brands them as felons. SB 102 passed the legislature nearly unanimously. Now, tens of thousands of individuals can come out of the shadows without fear of being incarcerated or having their children be taken from them. Victims can report abuse to law enforcement without worry of the impact that reporting will have on them or their loved ones. The climate created by criminalization and oppressive treatment from the state are not likely to be reversed quickly, but this change to the law is a significant step to begin addressing the issue. For the Libertas Institute, I'm Michelle.
Okay. All right. So today's question of the day, okay, is should bigamy or polygamy or the act of being married to more than one person be a crime? Should polygamy or bigamy be an actual crime? Because in this news story, it's not saying that it's not a crime. It's just saying that the penalty for it has been reduced from an actual felony, okay? And that is only in the state of Utah. But should it be for all the states, or should they just leave it alone? All right, who wants to go first?
I guess I'll go. I actually just started hearing about polygamy and what is it, all that since last year. So,
Okay.
I mean, I used to hear it when I was younger. You know, I'm sure everybody else probably heard that, you know, in Africa, you know, husband have more than one wife, but I only thought it was just in Africa. And then last year, I just started hearing it more and more that, you know, there's couples that have, or I should say, like a male have like a girlfriend or a wife, and even like the Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith, she had an episode, you know, about that. And I guess that's the thing nowadays, where a guy wants to be with more than one woman. And eventually, I think it's going to happen all over, you know, the states where a man can marry more than one woman eventually. Just like how, you know, with, you know, marriage couple, the same, you know, marriage couple as far as two females or two males, I think eventually it's going to happen as well with a guy or a female marrying more than one person.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this, Sandra. Do you feel it should be a crime, though?
No, I don't think so.
Are you aware that right now, If you actually get married to more than one person, you are committing a felony.
I'm aware of that, but I don't think it should be a crime or a felony. You love who you love. It shouldn't, it shouldn't be a crime, or I shouldn't, get penalized for that.
Would you ever participate in a polygamous marriage?
No. No.
And why not, Sandra? Why not?
That's just not me. I'm selfish.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just not gonna. No.
So you don't think
deal with cheating, so let alone having a man be with another woman? Oh hell no, I can't do it.
What if it was two husbands though? What if it was two husbands?
No, come on. What guy will be okay with that? Like, no.
Okay.
But yeah, I see nowadays, guys are, even if it's not even marriage, but there are couples I've seen, like, especially on social media, that a guy have like 2 girlfriends, and the girlfriend know about each other, and they take pictures, all 3 of them, like it's normal.
So what would you say to a man that tried to present a polygamous relationship to you?
Yeah, no. It's not. You might as well just leave. It's not gonna work.
So you wouldn't even just try it?
I'm not even down for threesome. I'm not about that life. Yeah, it's just not gonna work. No.
You are truly a classic woman.
One is enough. That's it.
No, that's
I'm not about that life.
Okay, what about you, Ryan? From a male perspective.
Oh, wow. I should have known you would come over here with it, right? Well, here in Alabama, we call that sister wives. When somebody has a baby mama, a girlfriend, another baby mama, they sister wives, and they all function together. And, in unity, they go to picnics together, family functions, stuff like that. Me personally, would I participate in that as far as being married? No.
Okay. Why not?
Because I love my wife.
And you live your life.
Happy wife, me happy life, right? But real talk, no, I'm just like this. It's kind of hard to be able to give 2 people that same attention. Now, if you want to think about it from the Bible standpoint, in the Bible, many of the kings had hundreds and hundreds of wives for the facts of treaties, for peace, and
peace in the world,
to build their kingdom up and stuff like that.
Build a kingdom.
But here in modern times, I don't feel as me personally that would be the wisest thing to do.
Why?
Well, I value my life. I love my life, but all seriousness, I just think once you make a commitment to one person, you're committed to that one person.
So you wouldn't be able to be committed to 2 people?
Not as husband and wife.
Oh, so you wouldn't be able to love 2 people?
Not as husband and wife.
But there are some guys that have a wife and a girlfriend. Are you willing to have a girlfriend?
No.
Okay.
That means I'm gonna lose my wife. I can't do that.
What if she was okay with it?
If she what?
What if she was okay with it?
He paused too long.
Nah, I'm cool. Now, before I got engaged, and before I, was committed to somebody, I've been in multiple dating situations where I was dating more than one person at one time.
Oh, so you had 2 girlfriends? You had 2 girlfriends before?
Putting him out there.
I put myself. I had several arrangements. Like I wasn't committed to one or the other. We were still dating. The moment I selected one, or vice versa, I was selected by one to be the permanent one-on-one. I cut everybody else go. But when I was seeing more than one person, it requires a lot of time and effort. Because you got to give this person so much time, this person so much time. It became another job. So, it's better just to have one.
Okay. And Chrissy, how do you feel about that?
I don't know. It's I don't think it's right.
Hold on.
I don't think it's right.
How do you feel about Ryan having multiple arrangements? No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh, because I was about to take it there. Ryan, don't do that.
Oh, I won't.
No more. You're committed.
Right, you're committed, Ryan.
September 19th.
Hey, that's what's up.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't think it's right, but like Ryan said, from a biblical, if you're a Christian, right? Okay, you're a true believer of Christ,
I'm a true
and you're
believer.
reading what's in the Bible,
Right?
and the Bible is saying that you can have all these women, all these wives, but then the law says, okay, it's a felony. How do you? Where do you fall in that? Where do people fall in that? And people do that.
Right.
They believe in Christ, but they do. A lot of these pastors, they do have more than a wife, 2 wives. They go to Africa, and they come over here to America and have their wives and girlfriends and all that. So it's kind of.
So should it be illegal?
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, okay.
Number one, and diseases. That's number one. Let's be real. That a triple.
They don't care. Niggas don't care about that. They don't care about that.
They don't. Look, yeah, they don't.
I do.
Yeah, we do. We all do.
Yeah.
I do, but I'm not a nigga. Okay, so Chrissy, you telling me if you had 2 men that are willing to provide everything for you, they both look good, both got great jobs, and they both love you with all their heart, and they both want to marry you, and it's legal, you wouldn't do it?
It's not legal.
But if it was legal, like if you was living in Utah, it's pretty much legal.
Maybe. That's a maybe. I'm gonna tell you why. Tell me why.
Tell me why.
I'm a freaky type of person, so that's thrilling. That's kind of thrilling to me. No, that's thrilling to me. I'm gonna be real. We grown.
Look at Sandra's face.
Have I done it? No. Have I ever had a threesome? No.
Okay.
But that's thrilling to me.
Okay. So, Chrissy, do you see any benefits to being in a situation like that?
No, for when I have kids, who my kids gonna call daddy? Daddy, who's daddy?
Both of them.
Stepdaddy, daddy. No, they can't have that. No.
So your kids can only have one dad.
They can only have one father.
So one's father, the other one's daddy.
Daddy is father, but daddy is more,
I'm daddy.
responsible. Okay, daddy.
Or Poppy.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
All right. So, in the event that it was legal, and there were 2 men that loved you with all their heart, you would consider it.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Let's have fun.
Let's have fun. I like that. Okay. Tiffany, is she unmoved? First of all, should it be illegal? Should it be a felony? Like a felony? Because y'all got to understand, the problem with it being labeled as a felony is the fact that when you're a felon, there are certain apartment complexes, certain loans, certain housing developments, certain jobs.
You can't vote.
You're not gonna be able to vote. Like
stimulus check.
Stimulus. You don't get the stimulus check?
No, I don't get no stimulus check. No, I don't get that.
Oh heck no. So there's a lot that comes with the stigma of being a felon. Like that is something that follows you throughout your whole life. Felons have a very hard time finding a decent job or good jobs. They find it incredibly hard to get loans, and there's a lot of obstacles that get put in your way simply because you decided to marry more than one person. So should it be a felony is what is the question. Should it be illegal?
Okay. Should it be illegal? Yes. Should it be a felony? It's a catch-22, kind of like why they got it reduced in the first place. I feel like it should be a felony because I kind of feel like it will deter people from actually going into that way of life, because I feel like that just causes a bunch of confusion. As far as the other end of that, I kind of see why they made the charges less, because then it won't be as many people that are actually living like that in hiding, and certain things that go on in those type of lifestyles aren't actually being brought to the light, and people like children are being affected by that. So I could understand the tactic with that. So it's kind of a catch-22, but it should be illegal, period. Yes.
Okay, it should be illegal. Why?
I feel like it should be illegal because it causes too much confusion. Like, for instance, like, okay, in the Bible days, the kings, they had many wives and stuff, but they had a whole lot of power and stuff too. They could snap their finger and order this person dead, that person dead. So women were in line. Nowadays, I'm sorry, the new generation of women, we ain't like that. We is not about to see you prancing around with different women, or you treating her, we feel like you treating her better than you treating me, or whatever the case. We going toe to toe with our men now. What make you think we're going to be fighting these other women that you jumping from house to house each night trying to make sure you spread your time? No, I'm sorry. I think it caused too much confusion all the way around, period. It just leaves too much open doors. Like, for instance, there's children that get abused from like family members, different things like that. Now you got these women that aren't even blood related to my children. They're around my kids, they family around my kids. I don't know. It's too much stuff going on. I can't do it.
So
It
let
should
me
be
ask you this
illegal.
though. Let me ask you this. Isn't that the same confusion that happens when a man has multiple arrangements?
Yeah. But it's even worse when you marry, because now that brings in legal issues now too. Like, how are all these responsibilities being divided? Like, what if, I'm married to my husband, I'm the first wife, and then 5 wives down, they all got some issues. They owe this people, that people. Now all of a sudden I'm broke because of your 5th wife.
Is that not the same issue that takes place when a man has multiple baby mamas?
Not if you don't get married to him. You ain't responsible for his financial issues with them other baby mamas.
But he responsible for yours?
No. Well, yeah, if he in my house, yeah.
No, it's a thing called child support. He is
His
responsible.
own child support.
So you telling me it's only confusing when they're married? It's not that confusing. It's not as confusing when you're not married.
Yeah, that way. It's not
Nancy, what you think about that? What you think about that?
Well, I mean, I don't think it should be a felony. So, I mean, she thinks it should be a felony. So, kind of like disagree.
So you think it should be illegal too?
I mean, well, for me, I feel like it doesn't matter because people gonna do what they want to do. They don't have to legally be married just to be with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, let me ask you a question.
I've seen a lot of couples that do it. They're not married. They're just together. There's a guy with 2 girls. They're just together. They don't have to be married.
So should it be illegal for a guy to date multiple women? Think about this.
But okay,
think about the comparison.
See,
what I'm getting at.
For me as a woman who doesn't, tolerate peace and all that, yes. But you got to understand, there's a lot of women that love women and men. They're bi. So it's okay for them to be with a man and be with a female. You get what I'm saying? Like, they have that relationship. It's okay.
But wouldn't you have that relationship if you were married?
What?
These people are not being forced to marry each other. Wouldn't that be the same relationship?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It
so
doesn't
why
matter.
Why should it be okay? So think of it like this, right? It's a crime, right?
Right.
Right now it's a crime.
Okay.
And what exactly is the crime? The crime is making a public commitment to more than one person.
Right.
Because what is really marriage? Marriage is a public commitment, a legal commitment to one person.
Right.
So
I'm saying to you, you're saying for marriage, but what if we don't have to get married? Remember, a lot of people don't want to get married.
So that's what I'm talking about. So look. It's not a crime for me to talk to and deal with and sleep with and have a full-blown committed relationship with 10 women.
Right. When you're single.
When I'm single, when I'm classified legally as single.
Right.
But the moment I decide to marry 2 of them, now I should be locked up. Do y'all see how?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, do y'all see how that sounds?
Right. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be, a felony or whatever.
But should it be a crime? Is that a real crime?
I don't think it should be a crime.
Okay, so think of it like this, right? Maybe when I'm not single, maybe when I am single, maybe I'm not as committed as I am when I'm married. Maybe my level of commitment and maturity increases when I'm married. Maybe that happens.
I think it should be legal when you actually marry 2 females and then you go outside of those marriage. That's when it should be illegal because you're still cheating.
So you think cheating cheating on them, like it should be the crime.
North Carolina or South Carolina, where if you're cheating, it's legal to cheat on your wife, to step out of your marriage.
Illegal.
Right? It should be like that.
So you think the cheating part of it should be the crime?
Right.
Not the actual commitment part of it.
Right.
Okay, but Tiffany, you feel like it doesn't matter if they're cheating or if they're in a committed relationship. It should be illegal because it's okay for someone to mess around with multiple women as long as they're not married.
you know daggone well I do not think it's okay for nobody to mess it up. I don't think that at all. No, it's not okay to mess around with different women.
Okay, let me ask you this, Tiffany. Hold on. Let me ask you this. Have you ever dated more than one guy?
Dated? Yeah. But see, my definition of dating might be different from yours.
Hold on, man. I just need a yes or no question. That's a yes.
Yes.
Okay? I don't need all that extra explanation stuff, okay? Yes or no? Yes. So you have.
Yes.
Have you dated more than 2 guys at a time?
No.
So you only had 2 guys?
Yeah. Like went out on dates, yeah, but not relationships.
But you dated only 2 guys at a time before?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been in a situation where you like 2 guys at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you ever been in a situation where the 2 guys that you liked, that you actually kissed both of them without telling the other one about the other one?
No, I always told.
So you always said, I'm kissing this guy over here, but I'm also going to kiss you too.
But I've never been like a big kisser though. Like to be kissing around people like that.
Have you kissed one of the guys that you liked and then also turned around and kissed the other guy too?
Yes. And no, I don't think I should have been locked up for that.
Hold on. And you told both of them that you was kissing each other.
Well, if they ask, yeah, because they both know, yeah, because they asked, one asked, the other one, yeah.
So you just came out there and said, hey, I'm kissing both of y'all.
Not like that, but it came up like something like that, yeah.
Okay, but you wasn't committed to neither one of them?
No.
Okay. So you feel like the crime would have been if you was committed to both of them?
No, I feel like the crime would have been if we were inside of a marriage together and then he decides he wants to go and marry another woman as well, or, you know, bring another man into our marriage and we're married. Like that legal aspect of actually that
So
legal
that should
binding.
be a crime. They should get locked up for that.
Yes.
So
Yes.
they should get years of jail time because that's what a felony will do. Years
I
of
think
jail time.
so. The whole cheating though. Because
But what if he don't cheat on them? What if he's not cheating on them? What if they both know, like you're two guys, they both knew that you was messing with them, right? You're two men that you had at the same time, that you would mwah on this one, mwah on that one. You know, oh baby, I love you, let's go on a date. And this, oh baby, I love you too, let's go on a date. And neither one of them had a problem with you doing that. And both of them say, look, we want to marry you. You decide that, you know what? I'm like Chrissy. I want to marry both of y'all too.
I just think it's confusing for the kids. Like, I'm a mom, so I think that, like my son, when I think of the situation, to be bringing in a whole nother family aspect into my already now family, because it's not just that person. They going to branch off, have kids. What if they already got kids when they come? It's just too confusing, and it's just too much. Just like the reason why they even wanted to make it less of a crime is because of the stuff that even go on in that lifestyle in the first place. So it's a reason why they made it a felony from RIP. So I'm just saying, I just think, yeah, it should be illegal. A felony, no, but yeah, it should be illegal.
So you telling me if two consenting adults want to be in a marriage, they should be able to be thrown in jail?
Yeah.
Okay. And Ryan.
Yes.
If two women equally love you, they both don't have a problem with being married to you, you feel like all three of y'all should be thrown in jail?
Oh, well, I mean, no. Because the fact of the matter is, I'm not going to be with both of them that way. Just because they both love me, don't mean I love them both back. And I feel like it's unfair to them and myself to be with three like that. So I would choose one of them. The other one would have to find someone else.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So you think it should be legal? Illegal?
Well, first and foremost, I'm against it. Let me get that straight right now. I'm against it.
Okay.
But the reason why it's illegal has less to do with the fact of the sin, as it being a sin or a crime. It's financial reasons why, more so than anything else. It's not a moral stance here. It's more about just the financial thing that goes in with legalizing marriage and being married to more than one person. My personal opinion of it, you know. But I'm not for it. I personally think that this crime with it being illegal as a felony is to an extreme because of the ramifications that can happen from having a felony on your record, but it's not worth the risk. So if it's considered to be illegal as a felony, I feel as if a person should realize that and not do it for those reasons. Because like I said, at the end of the day, it's not worth it. I can't work with kids if I'm a felony. I mean, that's a high price to pay to even more than one person.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna give my opinion. All right. I think y'all all crazy. That's my opinion.
Oh gosh.
I can understand where y'all coming from. I get it. But I think if they could legalize gay marriage,
I don't think that should be legal either. But
I don't feel like it should be legal, but if they could legalize gay marriage, if gay marriage is not a crime for a dude to love a dude.
I said that in the beginning.
If a dude could love another dude, if two grown men can get married, I don't see the problem.
Right, I said that. So why do you think I'm crazy?
I think you crazy because I just think you're crazy.
About that life?
No, I just think you're crazy. You light skinned, She's real pretty. That automatically makes you crazy. Just on my scale. Okay. But in my personal opinion, I feel like if they could legalize gay marriage, which to me is very weird, in my personal opinion, I don't see how a dude could like another dude to the point where I want to confess my love to you, get on one knee, and ask another dude to be married.
I'm gonna interrupt you for one quick minute, Shorty Rock.
Okay, go ahead.
It has nothing to do with love. The whole reason why they want to get married is for benefits. It's more so for benefits.
No, that's not true.
Because
think
about this. If your gay lover, I'll explain my point. I'll let you know.
Okay,
if your gay lover is in the hospital, have to have surgery, and because you're not legally married to the person, you can't go visit them and everything. It has nothing to do with love. Why they want to legalize gay marriage? It has more to do with the financial ramification that comes from being legally married to somebody.
So the benefits that you get.
It's all about the benefits.
Okay, so think about this.
But I'm against it though.
Okay, so if you and your lover want to get together.
Hold on, wait a minute. But you're not
you and your lover.
Hypothetically, I'm talking about hypothetically.
I ain't no hypothetical with that right there. Well, we ain't going there. I love women.
Okay, all right. So but you gotta think about this though. You gotta think about this. I'm gonna go back to my point.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my point. If two dudes can figure out that they love each other to the point where they want to actually be married, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe every situation is the same. I truly believe that there are gay people who are actually in love with another gay person. You know what I'm saying? Now, there are benefits that come with being married, but some of them are not just getting married just for the benefits. They're getting married because they truly love each other, and marriage is one of those things that really show a deeper commitment than just being boyfriend and girlfriend, or boyfriend and boyfriend, I guess. I am not for gay marriage, but if they are going to legalize that, right? I don't understand why they can't. Why is it a felony in 49 states if two beautiful women, have decided that they want to marry me? I don't understand why they can get married, but we can't get married. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I don't cheat on them. Maybe we live a life where cheating is no longer even an option because now I got two. You know what I'm saying? I don't need two phones like Kevin Gates because now I got exactly what I want in this person. So I don't have to be like Tiffany and date multiple people.
Shut up. But how could you fully give yourself to more than one wife?
Okay, so look, I think me personally, I would never marry two women only because it is illegal.
Listen,
but
what if it was legal?
If it was legal, I might have like 10. I might have 10.
How you gonna handle that?
First of all, how are we gonna handle each other? You know what I'm saying?
How you gonna spread yourself amongst 10 women?
Well,
and the kind of women you like, they all crazy.
Hold on. You don't know the type of woman I like, Tiffany.
I've seen them.
First of all,
what did you see, Tiffany? Hold on. I want to know about that.
No, we're not going to. No. First of all, we're not going to get into my business on this show. All right? It's about y'all. Anyway, so rather than playing with the hearts of multiple people or having multiple arrangements like some of y'all on here, right? I would prefer to be 100% committed to the woman that loves me deeply. And
what if all of them?
Now, it's a lot of women that love me, but they don't get along with each other, and they're not even going to be okay with getting along with one another. So the woman that I am committed to, if she is not for that, then I would not even engage or indulge or entertain those thoughts. Okay.
Okay.
But if it was legal and she was okay with having a sister wife, I
Then you would
probably
do it.
would. Because I'm a Christian, I believe in Jesus. And I don't see in the Bible where it is a sin to have multiple wives. I do see in the Bible where it's a sin to break the law of the
Yeah.
land. Okay?
Yeah.
But if the law of the land was changed, I don't think I'm doing anything wrong by getting married to a consenting woman who has decided that she is going to love me just as much as her sister wife has decided to do that. It's up to me on whether or not I can handle that, but I feel like I can.
What do you feel like you'd be gaining out of that? Like, what are like?
I feel like
You
there's a
know.
lot of blessings. I mean, well, let me not say blessings. Let me say, I feel like there's a lot of benefits.
Okay.
Okay. So, in my personal opinion, I would let my wives do whatever they want. Right? Hypothetically, if this was Utah,
Okay.
if Utah was as cool as New York, Miami, and Los Angeles, I'd probably be filming this show in Utah. But anyway, so, and this is not to say that I currently want 2 wives. I'm just saying, if it were legal, like Chrissy said, I might see what that's about. But the benefits, so one, I would let my wives do whatever they want to do. So if one of them wanted to go to work and be a working woman, I say go be a working woman. If one of them said, hey, I want to just be at the house and I want to take care of the kids, I would let them just be at the house and take care of the kids. If one of them said, hey, I don't want to work, but I don't necessarily want to be at the house, I want to be an entrepreneur, I would say, okay, go be an entrepreneur. Okay. The incomes of everybody, I think, would drastically improve all of our situations.
What if they both didn't want to work?
They wouldn't be able to do that.
But you just said they could do whatever they want.
I mean, within reason, though. Within reason. If she said she wanted to go and be a stripper, I'm gonna tell her no, you can't do that. Okay. So it's within reason. What is the benefit of the actual family? You know what I'm saying? Now, if I'm at a financial point where I can support both of them being at the house, okay. But you can't just be at the house and we gonna starve to death or we can't pay the rent. That ain't gonna work. But if you want to go and you want to create another income for the family, go ahead and do that. If you feel like somebody got to be at the house because it's gonna save us on child care, and then you gonna take care of the meals at the crib, by all means, go do that. You know what I'm saying? If I got 3 wives working, 2 in the house, another 2 as entrepreneurs, you know what I'm saying?
That's 7 wives right there.
I got 2 more. I'm going for 10. I'm going for 10.
You just multiplying.
Watch me work. I got another 2 that's working at my company, doing whatever they doing. You know what I'm saying? How many we at right there, Ryan? How many is that?
You're up to 11 now.
11? Okay. I feel like we can run this thing like a fully functional machine.
So you're thinking about the business aspect of...
I'm thinking about the overall legacy of the entire family. Because you got to keep in mind, even with one person, if you got a husband, y'all could be struggling and be dead broke.
Yeah.
Y'all could be struggling and be dead broke.
Well, how would you decide who you're going to sleep with that night? I mean, with 13 wives,
Good question.
That's a lot.
I didn't say 13, Ryan. I said 10.
All right, with 10, how you going to decide? You going to have one for you? Give them a specific day?
First of all, Ryan, it's none of your business, all right? You know what I'm saying? How I rotate them is between me and them. Okay? But trust and believe they will all be happy. They will all be satisfied. They will all get exactly what they need at the time in which they want it. Now, in the event that we have issues and we have problems, then we will sit down as a family and we will work it out. But it's not about how I'm able to fulfill their needs and responsibility. It's about, are we all consenting? Are we all committed to what we're doing? Are we all being faithful? If so, it should not be a crime, in my personal opinion.
I agree.
So, with that in mind, okay, if you are married to one person and you are struggling in multiple, it could be multiple areas. I personally feel having the additional person could actually help tremendously. You know what I'm saying? It's like having your own team. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, think about the benefits. Tiffany and classic woman down there. Think about the benefits of having two men that go to work and provide for you, protect you. Think about the increase financially that you would have. Think about your needs being met. Think about the protection. I feel like everything is personified.
I mean, I'm independent right now, so I mean, it doesn't.
I get it. But in the event, I mean, it's like having. Have anybody ever had a sugar daddy?
No, where can I find one?
SugarDaddy.com.
No. Just go on Instagram and put "I want a sugar daddy." They will find you. I guarantee you that. Okay. But even if it's not a sugar daddy, but are y'all telling me y'all never had a guy that you didn't really like that much, but that was giving you stuff?
Yeah.
No, me, no.
Really?
Me
I've
either.
had a few.
I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna waste my time with somebody I'm not attracted to.
Listen,
Yo,
I ain't say you gotta be with them. They want to give me stuff. That's their problem. Thank you.
Sandra, your classicness is at an all-time high. Like OD classic. Like what?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, Tiffany, talk to us about that.
So the sugar daddy thing, or okay, as far as sugar daddy thing, I've had like, not sugar daddies, but older guys or sometimes even younger guys, sugar babies that would like, they want to impress you. So a lot of times, especially men, they offer you things, whether you want to be in a relationship with them or not. A lot of times they think maybe they can win you over by doing those types of things. Plus there are just some nice people who they just got the extra money and they just like to be flashy, period, and you around, so it make them feel good. It bump up their ego to go like this.
Y'all never been in a situation where you were talking to multiple people and one of them did something a little bit better than the other one, but the other one did something a little bit better than the other one?
Yeah, and when I was dating, and that's what I did to try to figure out like what you liked and who you're trying to be with. I did that, after I got divorced, I dated. And like I said, my dating is different from everybody else dating. I don't mean that I'm sleeping around with these people, but I got to know different people, went out on dates and things. So, so I was learning different things, and that's how you weed them out. Okay, I don't really like him. This one, he got some good qualities. Okay, I'll keep around a little bit longer. And then, yeah.
But what if you didn't have to choose at the end?
If it was the norm, if it was our way of norm, if things never changed, then I probably, when I was married, who knows, my ex-husband probably brought somebody else in, and that's something, I guess, if things were the way they were before, as a wife, you would have to deal with.
And you would be completely against it?
Me now in my mindset, yeah, because I know how I am. I'm selfish. If you belong to me, I feel like you're mine. I don't want to share, and vice versa. And I don't feel like I could really truly love more than one person in that way. because I feel like by me spreading myself to other people, that's not me truly loving, you know, that other individual unconditionally. Like, I'm sharing myself with someone else. How could I truly say that I fully love you and that I fully belong to you? I belong to everybody in these streets. Anybody else that sparks my eye, I could say, let's go get married. So what meaning does that truly have for you? That by me saying, here, let's get married, we're married, what does that mean if I could just go pick somebody else off the street and do it too?
So basically, you're okay with it as long as there's a limit.
If it was the norm, then I would have been okay with it. But now, in this day and age, where my mindset is, no, I can't do it.
Okay. All right. Any closing words, Chrissy?
Nope. I'm good.
Sandra, have I swayed your opinion?
We have the same opinion. I said people love who they love. I'm just not about that life.
I just feel like your opinion is not my opinion.
Yeah, I said that it shouldn't be legal. It shouldn't be a felony. Like,
right.
And regardless, I mean, people do it without being married anyways.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying? There's guys that's been with multiple women at the same damn time, but they're not married, and they're not in jail or they're not getting penalized for it. So
they shouldn't. Technically, you're single if you're not married.
So I mean, I mean, for me, I feel like it should be more. A guy should be penalized for having 4 baby mamas or 4 women pregnant at the same time.
See, I personally feel
like he had 4 women pregnant at the same time.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, there were 4 women pregnant at the same time.
Oh wow, he
didn't get penalized for that.
Oh, he will.
I think the law should be based around that, the cheating aspect.
Right, that's what I think.
But if you decide,
well, I mean, technically, like, you know, if I was married, my husband cheat on me, and I could sue that woman for breaking up my marriage.
And that some state does that. I think like North Carolina does that.
You get a good lawyer, you can do it in Florida.
But that's what I'm talking about. Like, but I think it should be criminalized to cheat.
Yeah, I think it should.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I think it'll deter people and it'll stop that whole multiple babies and the STDs, diseases like y'all spoke about, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All the soul ties, people getting crazy.
Exactly.
You spreading yourself.
Right.
Exactly. I feel like if the cheating was criminalized, but the commitment was celebrated, I feel like that's a good way to balance it out.
Right.
True.
So I'm glad everybody believes in polygamy now. All right. So personally, just to be honest, I don't really want to be polygamous unless it's legal. All right. Because it is tough dealing with multiple women. But if it was legal, I would definitely have 10. I would definitely aim for 10. All right. Thank you for watching another episode of the ShortyRocNYC show. You know what I'm saying? In our fight to make polygamy legal all across the U.S. These are my co-hosts, my co-fighters against this ridiculousness of making polygamy a felony. This is ridiculous. It should be legal. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram. Please don't send me no hate mail or I will block you at ShortyRocNYC. And go ahead, Ryan, tell them about this fight that we trying to push right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We all for that one woman, that one marriage for life.
Hey,
husband, one wife put together.
Yeah,
we down for that.
Hold on, that's not the mission statement. That's not the mission statement.
Oh,
that's not the mission statement.
Oh, my bad. I missed that one then.
Okay, Chrissy, please tell them the mission statement.
We out.
2 to 10. 2 to 10. Go ahead and tell them who you are and where they can find you.
Y'all know it's your girl Chrissy, you know, from the MIA. You know, you can find me on IG. It's Chrissy the model. All right, y'all. We had a good show. We out.
See that. And then Tiffany.
Hey,
All the
Tiffany.
tools.
Hey, Tiffany. You can find me on Instagram under She's Unmoved. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
All right, that's what it is. And Classic Woman with the tools. 2 to 10.
I'm Classic Woman. You can find me on IG, Instagram, Twitter.
All right, that's what it is. This is Shorty Rock NYC show, and we out. All right, y'all. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekends. Peace. Yo, what up? It's your boy Shorty Rock. Yo, first and foremost, I just want to tip my hat and say thank you to everybody that's been subscribing to the Khaliseum, all right? The Khaliseum, baby. Yo, if you like this video, trust me, you're going to love all the different movies and television shows that you can watch on the Khaliseum. It's only $1.99, so make sure you subscribe. That's www.thekhaliseum.com, all right? And also, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/thekhaliseum. All right, I love you, and please, please tell a friend to support.